Hello viewers, this is Prajakta, editor Newsband. Today, on the occasion of Women's Day with us, we have CIDCO's Chief General Manager, Transport and Airport, Geetha Pillai. Known as a go-getter, she has not only planned and pushed the Navi Mumbai International Airport, but has been a visionary behind major projects like a Kharghar Coastal Road. Let's speak to Geetha Pillai. Hello Geetha.
Hello Prajakta.
So, I have tried to understand the mammoth size of work that you have done, and it is inspiring, it is beyond imagination also. So please first tell us some of the projects which you have led.
I have been with CIDCO from 1995. I joined CIDCO as a junior transportation engineer. So at that time, Navi Mumbai was in the developing stage when the new nodes like Kharghar and Ulwe and Kamothe all were under planning. So I could contribute a lot to the transport planning and the road network planning of all these upcoming nodes. And also that's a time when CIDCO was actively pursuing the Navi Mumbai International Airport project. So that gave me a lot of a great opportunity to actually get into the airport project, which is a very unique kind of project, which is generally not taken up by all transport planners. Here we got the chance to work on a very unique and very important project for the Mumbai metropolitan region. So I could, we had to literally learn from the scratch, where to the first with a single runway and how to make it into a larger airport with two runways, two parallel runways, make it into an international airport, which will actually become a second major international gateway project for the country itself. So that was very exciting. So that was my major contribution, I would think.
So from a urban designer and planner, you were actually reaching to the level of aviation planner and a designer.
Yes.
So it was like a major leap.
Yes, it was a major leap, and it was a very learning curve for us, for me and all the team which was involved in it. Because every day there was a challenge. Every day it is as you know, aviation is a central subject. So for every decision we had to concur, we had required the concurrence of the central government, the Ministry of Civil Aviation. So we used to interact with the Delhi team, the ministry, the different ministries in our state government, the different departments like environment department, the forest department, what are the clearances required, what are the connectivity projects to be taken up. So it was a major learning experience.
You are also known to be the first woman on this coveted post. So tell us about that experience. Was it actually a challenge to be on this first post, being a woman, and push such major projects?
Actually, I would say no. As a woman, in this post, I have not faced any challenge as such, because of my gender. Of course, the chair is very challenging because of the nature of the projects. But as a woman, I have never faced any challenge. Maybe I would attribute it a lot to Maharashtra's culture of respect towards women. I have always appreciated it. Though I come from Kerala, where also women are quite free, and the matriarchal, the society, and the women have a lot of freedom there. But Maharashtra, I have seen that there is a lot of respect for women, and that percolates into the office atmosphere also. And my management has always given the due respect to me as a woman officer, and they have always appreciated and given me all support. So I never faced any challenge as a woman, actually.
What were the biggest obstacles you faced in CIDCO while executing this major projects?
If you see, when you embark upon any major project, like especially the airport, and this is just not a single project. It has multiple projects associated with it. So the main challenge what we have faced while executing this project is one is, in this particular case, it was land acquisition and rehabilitation. But then otherwise, for any major project, like even a road, especially the Mumbai region, which has a lot of coastal areas. So the environment related clearances, which includes CIDCO clearance, the mangrove clearances, the forest permissions, that we find they are the biggest challenge actually. So for that, the project timelines go haywire.
When it comes to the like being a planning authority, what do you think? What more should be done, or what additional measures should be taken to make the commuting easier and safer for the women commuters?
Yeah, that's a good question. So, though we are planning a lot of public transport, and the public transport is considered generally safe for the women, but a few things which I have been, maybe I would like to improve is safety of women, in the sense, you know, if you see the bus stands all across the city, there would be very less lighting. There will be dark spots along the streets where the street lights are not clear, or rather not enough luminant, or like the women might feel unsafe at night or during maybe late evenings. It is quite unsafe. So that is one thing which I would like to improve. CIDCO is coordinating with the police, and we have installed CCTVs all across the city. Even NMMC, PMC, we are all doing that. So CIDCO jurisdiction, CIDCO is bearing the cost, and police is controlling that CCTV command center. So that's a very good initiative for ensuring the safety of women commuters.
When it comes to the global standards, what do you think? Where does India stand, especially in case of a gender equality?
Gender equality wise, I think India is a big paradox, I would say. We had a woman prime minister when no other country maybe had a woman prime minister or a woman head of the country. At the same time, we find a lot of gender inequality in India's mainly rural areas and small towns. Basically, maybe a few other, maybe Maharashtra, Kerala, and maybe a few other states in the urban areas, at least that divide is not there. But even now, I know where many families where this inequality is very much evident. One thing I would say is that all women on the Women's Day can make a promise that they will bring up their sons to be more sensitive to the women, or to their own sisters, their wives. So once the mentality has to change from the childhood.
So what is your message for the younger generation?
I think in India today, there is nothing which stops a girl from achieving what she wants. We see that, but if you observe, then that's one thing which I have been observing, that in school level up to class 10, the girls will be leading, and they might get all the ranks. They will be leading, and they will get 100 marks out of 100%. The girls have to be they have to be very strong, and their focus has to be very clear as to what they want in life. And to achieve that, they have to maybe convince their family, or they have to strive harder, I don't know, and be more aware of the geopolitical situations.
So she has come with two strong messages. One, it's time to make your sons understand that they should value the women in their life. B, women shouldn't sit back but be aggressive on the career front. Thank you.